Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. All right, let's get into it right now. The game that just went off, LSU, the number nine, LSU Tigers go on the road into first time in a long time you've had two Death Valleys. That's what Clemson called their home, Death Valley. That's what LSU calls their home, Death Valley. So one Death Valley went into the other Death Valley. So number 9, LSU go on the road, take down the number 4 Clemson Tigers by the score of 17-10. Garrett Nusmeire played extremely well, John. I thought he played really well in the second half. He calmed down. He showed a lot of poise, a battle back, and they got the win, a very tough fought victory. Normally, early on in the season, these are the type of games LSU normally loses. And you see opening, they lost to Florida State, they got blown out. And then they lost the year before that, they got beat. Now, LSU showed me a little something. Going on the road in an extremely hostile environment, the number 4 team in the country, and getting a win, that was very, very impressive. Johnny, let me ask you this. What did you like about what you saw from LSU?
I mean, I think you look at a lot through the game. You see it was kind of stagnant there for a while where nothing was really happening. It's kind of just kicking it back and forth, waiting for something to happen. But they stayed patient. Nusmeire finally got things going a lot better in the second half. They have the turnover in the first half that really killed a lot of momentum. But one of these kind of slugfest games that when you go on the road, you never really know how you're going to win these and get these done. But when you look at the end of the day, you want to have this win. And I think they just found a way to get it done in the second half. Nothing too overwhelming, overpowering or anything like that, but just a solid, 1 touchdown win.
Mm-hmm. Ocho, what'd you like about what you saw from LSU, considering these are the type of games we talked about that Brian Kelly has seemingly lost early in the season, and finding a way to win a game like this? When you go on the road and you beat the number 4 team in the country, it doesn't matter if it's 17-10, if it's 17-16, if it's 11, if it's 4-3, you won.
Long as you get the win. Listen, LSU played extremely well. I think the beginning of the game, it was very stagnant. It was a very defensive game. Obviously, most of the time when it comes to college football, even NFL, the defense is always ahead of the offense because all they have to do is read and react. And it takes time for offenses to get rolling. And what I did see from LSU, and I didn't see enough of, let me tell you what I didn't see enough of, Unc, of LSU is being wide receiver university. LSU, to me, is now wide receiver university. I don't see that dog. I don't see that one player out there that can make a difference for LSU, and I didn't see that for Clemson either. They're another university that produces some good wide receivers. I haven't seen anybody emerge. Actually, honestly, we talk about not just this game, the entirety of the day throughout college football. Those that I thought are supposed to step up, those that have always been on my radar as really, really good receivers, nobody really. What's the word I'm looking for? Nobody really
stepped up to the front and impressed.
Yeah, nobody at all. Especially in this game tonight, I was really looking forward to seeing somebody for LSU to make a difference in the game, somebody for Clemson to make a difference in the game, but that didn't happen. It was more of a defensive slugfest, and the points that were scored, they were earned. Every point was earned tonight.
I think LSU will look back on this game, and if they go and have the type of season that I think guys they want to have, they'll definitely look back at this game. Anytime you can go on the road in a hostile environment, and this is not Clemson's number 4 team in the country. They have the number 3 rated overall prospect, and he happens to be a quarterback, Clint Klubnik. And to go in there and to get that win, I think that tells you, I think Brian Kelly learned something about his team tonight, Johnny. I think I really think he has a team now that he believes that he can take it anywhere in any environment and get a victory.
Yeah.
Look, this is a playoff team, Clemson, from last year. Same quarterback coming back, a lot of the same pieces. So you got to feel like early in the season, this game has been scheduled on their bulletin board for the whole offseason. They knew what they were coming into to play. And like we said earlier, this is a game LSU normally doesn't come out and win. So for them to do that has to make them feel really good about themselves. I don't see anything in Clemson's game that they should feel too down on. You obviously want to win this game, but going through the ACC and the schedule that they have, they'll be fine. I think they need to continue to have Klubnik run the ball as he did a couple times there to extend some drives and do some certain things. But listen, everything's going to go through that guy, number 2 for Clemson. And if he doesn't put a touchdown on the board, they're usually not going to come out with a win in that situation.
Yeah, LSU had to play well. They showed up with T-shirts with 1-0 on it. When you on the road, Johnny and Ocho, when you show up on the road against the number 4 team in the country, and you're wearing T-shirts and you already got 1-0, boy, you better come out there, boy. You better come on out there and play. And they played. That second half, they really dominated. They really dominated this game. Like I said, Johnny, you were 28 of 38, 230, 1 touchdown. Not overpowering. He didn't have a 300-yard day. He wasn't 70+% completion percentage, but he was solid. He made big-time throws when he absolutely had to have them to get a drive, tie the ball game up, and then he goes down and get the go-ahead touchdown. He was very, very impressive, and I think Brian Kelly has to be impressed with his team. Defensively, they started getting after Klubnik. And once they started to put that pressure on, they brought a blitz. A linebacker looped around on 4th and 4, and they turned them over on downs. But LSU, this was an impressive win. Now, you go look at it. Texas is in the SEC. Georgia is in the SEC. They're not going to be any cakewalks. I mean, even Vanderbilt say, hold on. We're not your homecoming now. You know, Vanderbilt used to be first game of the season was homecoming. Vanderbilt on the schedule. Vanderbilt was like 10 homecomings a season. Yeah. Even when they played FCF.
It's a coming out party that day.
Hey, everybody's thinking about, I'm going to pad my stats. You know, the party tonight, I need to shine. But the SEC is going to be very, very tough. Clemson, I agree with you, Johnny. The ACC, ain't a whole lot to write home. Now, the team that we're about to talk about in a little bit, Florida State, they showed us something.
Ooh,
that Castellanos, he showed us something today.
Hey, Florida State, hey, Johnny, I don't know what Florida State team we saw today, but they look really good. Not only offensively, which has really been stagnant for a very long time, but defensively. They came to play. Earl, Unc, Little Jr., is that Earl Little's son?
I think so.
It is?
I think so.
Hey, boy, he nice. Hey, he is nice.
Yeah.
He nice. He was playing some good goddamn ball like that, boy.